Thank you, sir. And now the third one on social impact, which was chaired by Dr. Nina Vendulekar. Let's hear from him.
I'll just give the background of Pierre because it's very important what I'm going to talk later. Pierre has spent his entire life in product design and user interface design. So what we were expecting out of him was a social impact in terms of physical design and all those kind of things. So his topic was mobile phones adding a new design to the social fabric of India. What he spoke about was actually the social impact in terms of altering the cultures and values of India, and how it is going to impact India. And this, I think, is a completely unexplored area in India about mobile phones. He gave some amazing examples. He started with telegraph, post and railways, which was actually according to his assumption, and I think that's a valid assumption, was that telegraph, post and railways was brought in by British to actually control the country, so that they could have a control on the country. And then post independence, we got there was a huge surge in landlines and then mobile phones. And my assumption, I make that assumption clear here, is that the control has actually got into the hands of the people, today with these two technologies. So Pierre spoke about that. Pierre also spoke about how the mobile phones today are creating faceless values amongst people, where it is propagating or it is leading to things like loneliness. He showed some amazing pictures in Japan where a husband and wife are sitting next to each other in a train and both are doing something on the phone, and they are not looking at each other. And he also had a picture of about 6 to 7 people sitting in a row in a train just texting. So it is creating these kind of values amongst people which are currently not explored. And his presentation spoke about the need for exploring this element of the mobile phone revolution. So basically what he wanted to provoke us to think about was how will we adopt to mobile phones the way we adopted to post, telegraph and railways. So that was a question that he posed to us, and he himself has been doing research in this area with his students. He has started some projects, especially the one which he mentioned was very interesting one on Facebook, where the entire project is about posting what are the unique uses of mobile phones that you've seen, and please post them onto the Facebook page. And he's going to evaluate and study these uses over a period of 5 years. So that's something very interesting that he spoke about. We had a post this presentation, we had a kind of a good discussion on various elements which were maybe not related to the social impact of mobile phones, but it spoke about the teledensity, the real how rural people are and urban people are using their phones. It was about language, it was about financial inclusion, which is about M-banking. So we spoke about all these things, but there was one question which Aaron spoke about was, and which he wanted Pierre to explore, was that the entire culture from talking to looking at the phone, which is about internet, which is about texting, that is another area which has a huge importance and which needs to be explored in the context of mobile phones, that the culture of communication is shifting from talking to looking at the phone. So people are more into texting, people are more on Facebook, people are more on surfing the internet. And I think a lot of the faceless values that Pierre spoke about also lies into this culture which is coming up from looking at the phone now. So I think we had a very interesting discussion, and I am really privileged to be a part of this discussion, because I in my professional life deal with value added services. I deal with dealing with telecom operators, and I have myself, over the last 1.5 years that I've been in this space, I have never actually thought about something like this emerging out of mobile phones. And I really feel that there will be some emergence of developmental agencies who will basically devote their efforts in probably addressing problems which are coming up with the social or the cultural impact that mobile phones are having on people. And I really wish that that's a area that is worth exploring, not only in research but also in terms of the non-governmental organization work. So thanks a lot, Pia.
Thank you very much for sharing us the outcome. Now may I request Veronica to further summing up the session.
Actually, don't worry, I won't do another summing up. I think we've had very competent speakers beforehand. But what I would like to announce is that Aaron Marcus, a very esteemed colleague of mine from the United States, he's one of the first information designers who has worked with graphic user interfaces. He's very well known in the design industry, and he has offered to give a special lecture tomorrow night. So at 6:30 tomorrow night to 7:30, you're invited to be here to listen to Aaron giving his lecture. I don't know what the title will be yet, but whatever it will be, I can assure you it's going to be a very interesting time. Thank you, Aaron. Cross-cultural user experience design. Now we have the title for tomorrow night. Thank you very much. And I think it's time to close today's session. I thank you very much for your participation. Thank you, Nancy, for leading us through the day. Thank you to the technical team, and it's been a good start, I think, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your time as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Tomorrow we are assembling back here at 10 o'clock, and transportation for delegates who are staying in Ginger and Asha Nivas will be picked up as already spoke to you. Thank you. Have a good evening.